welcome back to the channel. I came in to do your grace card reading. Today is Mars Day here at the Lair. It is Tuesday, July 19th, 2022. Yeah, let's get it together. I did pre-shuffle this grace card deck, so let's get to it. Our first card is going to give us a little bit of inspiration. It's going to give us some helps in, that one-on-one action that we have with other people. We're trying to communicate with other people. Let's see what the grace cards have to tell us, how we can better serve ourselves, how we can make the most of that kind of communication with other people. Let's see what we get here today. Yeah, I do have a little moon message too, if I don't forget. So I'll let you know at the end of the reading. Not much, just a minute or two. All right, growth. Yeah, growth. Accept the lesson. When things don't go our way, something more important to the growth of our soul is in the works. That might be pragmatism at its best, but you know what? Pragmatism works. I mean, it is what it is. That's pragmatism. It's either going to be or it's not going to be, right? And look, you don't have to have a whole lot of patience in life if you can just learn to understand that every single thing that happens, in our world, in our lives, on our journey, is on point. It's on purpose. It's purposeful. It's meant to be for us. There's something there for us. So, that's called accepting the lesson. It's called looking forward to school, having some amusement with the journey. No matter what happens, it's an orchestration totally designed for you. It's not just random and it's not generic. Every interaction, every person you meet, it's on purpose. Even if it doesn't feel all that great, even if it kind of takes you to task, even if it tests your boundaries and your patience, talking about patience, that stuff is thrown our way to hone our skills and to get us ready for the next step and the next encounters in our world. So, do yourself a favor and understand that the universe is giving you exactly what you need. It's always school here. That's what this place is. That's what this is. It's experience time. Every single thing is given to you so that you can be your majestic self, so that you can live your best life, so that you can have your best evolution on this planet, so that you can expand your soul, so that soul can feel growth through you and your evolution here. Okay, and it's just a lot easier on you as a human being. You're an emotional creature, and if you can just realize that even especially the things that don't look so pretty or feel so smooth, those are the things that are really, really tumbling you and making you your best self. Okay, so accept those lessons. Go ahead and allow yourself the freedom to not know everything and not have to craft everything and not have to have everything put in a certain place, because life is not like that. Life is a stick shift. It's not automatic. All right, and it's bumpy. It's not always smooth, and we're not here to go on a complaint train. We're here to take it in, absorb it, let our soul expand from it, and roll it around in our magnificent minds so that we can truly round out our own existence, our own experiences. Really, really learn from the things that you're given, because they are gifts. Nothing's being done to you. Ain't nobody mad at you. God's not mad. Nobody, it's all designed for your growth, for your flowering on this planet. All right, I gotta get off that. There's a little power struggle going on in our household right now. Tilly is growing up, and Luna is 12. She don't play. That girl, They don't really fight, but they do fuss sometimes. So I've learned that they're not really scrapping, and I don't stress over it anymore. And I realize I just gotta let them work it out, man. I can't keep coming between them. But I do have a water gun, and I will use it. Oh. All right, now this next card is for you, the viewer. Okay, this is going to be a little bit of grace card love, you know, for your personal journey, for your life right now. Maybe it'll resonate, you know. Let's see what the grace cards have to say. I love this card. It's so beautiful. Connect. Connect. Find your center. When we stay connected to our spiritual core, the best and most advantageous path unfolds before us. You know, we go loop-de-loop and we set ourselves back when we're not centered. When we allow our reactions to supersede, when we allow others' exertions in our world and toward us to jerk our chain, basically, and pull us off our center, pull us out of our own frequency. You know, you've got a love center. It holds a center vibe. It holds a love vibe. It holds a kindness vibe. It holds a beautiful, serene, strong, crafted personality in there. It is the knower. It's the one that knows that it's all okay. That's your center. And when you can learn to tap into that, once you've learned to tap into it, if you can put it into practice in your daily life, you know, tap into that center, and no matter what someone else is doing, no matter what's going on around you, no matter what the news might be barking at you, if you can learn to hold that and feel it and stay connected to that, you're golden. You're golden. I mean, you're good. You're good. So I love this. This got to be the favorite card of the deck, especially right now, because I'm so in tune right now with sharing with y'all that it's so important to stay connected in our own center, in our own love vibe, so that we can not have to go the loop-de-loop route, so we can kind of just flow with our lives, so that we're not battling things constantly, trying to change things constantly. It's like you're the cool hand Luke, man. And I don't know, it's probably an old reference for y'all. And no, I actually didn't watch the movie, but I know the premise. And this guy is just the cool dude, you know. He's non-reactionary, you know, until he shoots people. But that's not the part I want you to focus on. The part I want you to focus on is that hold your center, stay connected, because you're going to see miraculous changes in your world. You're going to see other people react to you so differently. You're going to see opportunities show up in your world that wouldn't have otherwise. I mean, it truly does lead you to the best and most advantageous path that you could possibly be traveling, that you could possibly engage in and learn from and experience on this planet. So do yourself a favor and start working on that thing, because, you know, I guess it does scratch an itch to let someone have it sometimes, or to, you know, rant and rave about gas prices or whatever, but it's really not doing you any good. It's not doing you any good, and it's totally diverting you from your flow. It's totally taking you out of your vibe, out of your frequency, out of that love center. And the more you can stay in that, the more you can learn to develop this innate sense of grace, where you're just okay. You're okay, man. You're good. And when you can do that for yourself, you're going to watch your life totally transform. And it's going to be in little ways, but the overall picture of your life is going to be so transformed. I promise you, because this has just happened for me in the last year or so. So I want you to really, really think about that, connecting with yourself. Learn how to get into that center, and learn how to just calm your own jets, and don't allow anything else in the world around you to just drag you around. And I'm not saying that it's always easy, but when you practice it a lot, when you really get in there and you practice it and you work it in your home life, you could start to work it in your outside life, and it's magical. It's a magical place to be, where you are just solid and centered and protected and loved, and you know all of that from inside. Then everything else, it's easy to watch it. It's easy to just see it for what it is. It's easy for you to learn lessons in certain experiences, because you're not so emotionally connected to those. You're not so, your reality doesn't hinge on that. And the weirdest thing that I've ever heard, and even when I wasn't privy to all of this, was, well, I'll be nice to you as long as you're nice to me. It's a sentiment kind of like that. I always found that kind of strange. And I understand where that's coming from. But the truth is that even if you're not nice to me, that's not going to change who I am. That's not going to change my frequency. I'm not so connected to this outer energy that I have to respond, that I have to find a way to be ugly back. You know what I'm saying? And that is such a powerful place to be. At least for me it is. It's totally powerful. So I want you to feel that. It's so amazing to be that kind of person, to be in that space, to just be able to hold your own no matter what. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing, and it'll totally transform your journey. Okay, so here are your two cards du jour. Growth. You know what? It's all on purpose. It's all for you. You may as well settle down, cool your jets, and understand the lesson. If there's anything that goes on in your world, it was put in your path on purpose. It's for your soul growth. It's for you to experience. So try not to, as Esther Hicks says, offer so much resistance to the stuff that comes your way, because frankly, you manifested it. Okay, your higher self, you manifested all of it because you needed the lesson. Okay, so don't buck the lessons that you brought to yourself so that for your own advancement, in essence. All right, and connect, do some soul work, spend some time, get that quiet time, create that quiet time in your world, and learn who you are. And when you start to learn who you are, and you start to accept yourself, and you start to realize how great and powerful and promising that your existence can be if you learn to love yourself, you learn to develop this weird, we'll say weird because I feel weird sometimes, weird sense of grace about you. And you'll be unflappable. And it's an amazing place to be. And I'm not saying that you're going to be that way 100% of the time, because you're an emotional creature. You're a human being, and that's part of our deal. That's part of our we're tested by that part. We're tested by the emotionality. Our higher beings are having a field day and experiencing all of this and having a whole bunch of fun. For us, sometimes it's not all that much fun, but if you can learn to get in there and get connected with that wise self, that higher self, that settled self, that kind self, that loving self, that the one who just knows that it's okay, that it's all on purpose, then it's gonna change your reality. It's gonna just change your experience on this planet, and you will be living your best evolution on this planet. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here. Look at the color synergy's beautiful. Yes, it is. For a Mars Day, I expect some red in there somewhere. I guess I see a little bit in this card, a little bit. You gotta have red be purple. So anyway, thanks for being here. My moon message is, okay, tomorrow, it will be the 20th of July, wherever you're rolling around. The moon is going to move in conjunction with Jupiter, and that's going to be in Aries. And there's a whole bunch of ramifications, and there's lots of little details about that. But the thing that I picked up mostly is that you're going to feel a sense of wanting to put motion to some of the things that you've been thinking about, the things that you've been wanting to do. your higher ideals. You're going to start to have visualizations of possibility, and that's a wonderful thing. It's a supercalifragilistically wonderful thing. One caveat: there's some sort of influence out there that is telling me and telling us that just don't act rash. Don't don't jump too fast. Think quietly and calmly. Act quietly and calmly. Don't rush into any situations. Don't rush to judgments. Keep your emotions in check for sure, and take care of yourself. Watch your own health. Don't do anything silly. Take care of yourself, okay? Yeah, and so that's for tomorrow, and that's one day out from this reading, and this reading is on the 19th. So that's my little moon magic memo for the day. And if you did like this video, please hit the thumbs up. I feel so inspired to be here, and I'm so grateful that you come here and are with me too. Thank you, subscribers, you wonderful, beautiful human beings. You are so blessed. I am so blessed for you. And if you want to share the video, great, please do that. If you think anybody would get anything out of it or enjoy it, I would appreciate it. I do every single time y'all share my videos. It just blows my mind, and I'm so grateful for it. Thank you so much. And yeah, you know what, turn on the notifications, because that way I'm a teeny tiny, smaller than a minnow in this big sea here on YouTube, and that might help you see my videos when I post them, and that would be super great too. Anyway, I'm watching these two cats love themselves up, and the sun is going down, and I'm so appreciative of y'all for coming, and I'll get out of here. I know I tend to ramble sometimes. I'm a rambler. Okay, I will see you next time.